The next word is sanction. Sanction means an official action to limit or punish, often by a government. The country faced economic sanctions. This means other countries stopped trade or money to punish it. The company broke the rules and received a sanction. This means it was officially punished for not following the rules. The UN approved new sanctions against the government. This means the United Nations agreed to punish the government with restrictions. The next word is saying. Saying means a well-known phrase that expresses a general truth or idea. Practice makes perfect is a common saying. This means doing something many times helps you get better at it. There's a saying that time heals all wounds. This means emotional pain usually lessens over time. My grandmother always shared wise sayings. This means she often said traditional phrases full of advice. The next word is scarcity. Scarcity means the state of being in short supply or not enough. There is a scarcity of clean water in the area. This means not enough clean water is available. Food scarcity caused problems in the village. This means the people had trouble because there wasn't enough food. During the war, fuel became a scarcity. This means fuel was hard to find or use. The next word is scenario. Scenario means a possible or imagined situation. Let's prepare for the worst case scenario. This means we should be ready if the worst happens. The movie is set in a futuristic scenario. This means the story takes place in an imagined future world. In every scenario, we must stay calm. This means no matter what happens, we should remain calm. The next word is schooling. Schooling means the education or learning someone receives, especially in school. She finished her schooling in Canada. This means she studied and graduated in Canada. Good schooling is important for every child. This means all children need quality education. He had very little formal schooling. This means he didn't spend much time in a classroom or school. The next word is scrutiny. Scrutiny means close and careful examination. The documents were under heavy scrutiny. This means people examine the papers very carefully. The plan won't pass without public scrutiny. This means people will closely check the plan before agreeing to it. She avoided media scrutiny after the mistake. This means she stayed away from reporters who were watching her closely. The next word is self-assurance. Self-assurance means confidence in yourself and your abilities. He spoke with great self-assurance. This means he talked in a way that showed confidence. Her self-assurance grew after the success. This means she became more confident because she succeeded. You need self-assurance to lead a team. This means being confident is important when you are the leader. The next word is self-awareness. Self-awareness means understanding your own thoughts, feelings, and actions. She developed a strong sense of self-awareness through meditation. This means she became better at understanding her emotions and reactions. Self-awareness helps improve personal growth. This means when you understand yourself, you can grow and improve. He lacked self-awareness during the meeting. This means he didn't understand how his actions or words affected others. The next word is self-control. Self-control means the ability to control your emotions, behaviors, and desires. He showed great self-control by not eating the cake. This means he controlled his desire to eat, even though the cake was tempting. Self-control is essential for success in many areas of life. This means being able to control yourself helps you achieve your goals. She practiced self-control when dealing with difficult customers. This means she managed her emotions and stayed calm even in a tough situation. The next word is self-discipline. Self-discipline means the ability to stick to your goals and do things even when you don't feel like it. He improved his fitness through self-discipline. This means he stayed consistent with his workouts even when it was hard. Self-discipline is key to academic success. This means being able to stay focused and work hard is important for school. She uses self-discipline to wake up early every day. This means she forces herself to get up early, even if she doesn't want to. The next word is self-reliance. Self-reliance means depending on yourself to solve problems and make decisions. Living alone taught him self-reliance. This means he learned to handle things on his own without needing help. Self-reliance is important in a challenging environment. This means when facing difficulties, it's important to depend on yourself. She values self-reliance in her personal and professional life. This means she prefers to solve problems and make choices by herself. The next word is self-respect. Self-respect means treating yourself with dignity and valuing yourself. He walked with self-respect and confidence. This means he carried himself with pride and confidence. Having self-respect helps maintain healthy relationships. This means when you value yourself, you are more likely to have positive connections with others. She demands self-respect from those around her. This means she expects others to treat her with dignity and honor. The next word is sensibility. Sensibility means the ability to understand and respond to emotions or situations in a thoughtful way. Her sensibility helped her comfort her friends. This means she was good at understanding how her friends felt and offering support. Sensibility is needed to deal with complex emotional situations. This means understanding and managing emotions is important in tough times. He lacked sensibility when responding to the crisis. This means he didn't understand the emotional impact of the situation. The next word is sentiment. Sentiment means a feeling or attitude towards something, often in a sensitive or emotional way. Her sentiment towards the project was positive. This means she felt good about the project. He expressed his sentimental feelings through a letter. This means he shared his emotional thoughts in writing. There was a lot of sentiment in the farewell speech. This means the speech was filled with strong emotions as people said goodbye. The next word is serenity. Serenity means a peaceful and calm state of mind or environment. She enjoyed the serenity of the quiet lake. This means she felt calm and peaceful near the lake. Meditation helps to bring serenity into daily life. This means meditation can help you feel calm and peaceful every day. The sunset brought a sense of serenity to the beach. This means the sunset made the beach feel peaceful and relaxing. The next word is severity. Severity means the seriousness or harshness of something. The severity of the storm caused widespread damage. This means the storm was very strong and caused a lot of destruction. His illness was severe and needed urgent treatment. This means his illness was very serious and required quick medical care. The teacher warned of the severity of cheating on exams. This means cheating on exams would have serious consequences. The next word is sibling. Sibling means a brother or sister. She has two siblings, a brother and a sister. This means she has one brother and one sister. Siblings often share childhood memories together. This means brothers and sisters usually remember things from when they were kids. He fought with his sibling over the toy. This means he argued with his brother or sister about the toy. The next word is simplification. Simplification means making something easier to understand or do. The simplification of the instructions helped everyone follow them. This means making the instructions simpler made it easier for people to understand. The teacher's simplification of the concept helped the students learn faster. This means the teacher explained things in a simpler way students could understand more quickly. They called for the simplification of the process. This means they wanted the process to be made simpler and more straightforward. The next word is sin. Sin means an immoral act, often considered wrong in religious contexts. Stealing is considered a sin in many religions. This means taking something that doesn't belong to you is seen as wrong in many faiths. He felt guilty about his sin and asked for forgiveness. This means he did something wrong and wanted to be forgiven for it. In some beliefs, sin can separate people from their faith. This means committing a sin can make people feel disconnected from their religion. The next word is sincerity. Sincerity means being genuine, honest, and free from pretense. Her sincerity made everyone trust her. This means because she was honest and real, people trusted her. He spoke with sincerity during the apology. This means he was truthful and genuine when saying sorry. Sincerity is important in building strong relationships. This means being honest and genuine helps create trust and connection with others. The next word is siren. Siren means a loud warning sound, often used for emergencies or a device that makes this sound. The siren blared when the fire broke out. This means the loud warning sound started when there was a fire. Police cars and ambulances often have sirens. This means emergency vehicles use loud sounds to warn others and get through traffic. The sound of a siren can be heard in the distance. This means you can hear the loud warning noise from far away. The next word is skull. Skull means the hard, bony structure that forms the head and protects the brain. The doctor examined the skull for signs of injury. This means the doctor looked at the bone structure of the head to check for damage. He had a fracture in his skull after the accident. This means the bone in his head was broken because of the accident. The archaeologists discovered an ancient skull in the cave. This means the scientists found an old human or animal head bone in the cave. The next word is slaughter. Slaughter means the act of killing animals for food or killing in large numbers, often violently. The slaughter of animals for food is common in many cultures. This means animals are killed for food in different parts of the world. The soldiers were ordered to slaughter the enemy forces. This means the soldiers were told to kill the enemy in large numbers. The farm witnessed the slaughter of hundreds of chickens. This means the farm saw the killing of many chickens, usually for meat. The next word is snob. Snob means a person who thinks they are better than others, often because of their social status or wealth. She's such a snob and looks down on people with less money. This means she believes she is superior to people who don't have as much wealth. He acted like a snob at the party, ignoring everyone else. This means he behaved arrogantly, thinking he was more important than others. Don't be a snob. Treat everyone with respect. This means don't act as if you're better than others. Respect everyone equally. The next word is socialism. Socialism means a political and economic system where the government controls the means of production and wealth is distributed more equally. Many countries have adopted socialism to ensure equal opportunities for everyone. This means some countries have chosen socialism to make sure everyone has the same chances in life. Socialism focuses on reducing social inequality. This means socialism aims to lessen the differences between rich and poor people. In a socialist system, healthcare and education are often free. This means under socialism, the government provides these services to all citizens without charging them. The next word is sorrow. Sorrow means a deep feeling of sadness or grief. She felt sorrow after losing her dog. This means she felt very sad after her dog passed away. The sorrow in his eyes was clear after hearing the bad news. This means he looked very sad after he received the bad news. He tried to hide his sorrow, but it was obvious. This means he tried not to show how sad he was, but it could be seen. The next word is spade. Spade means a tool with a flat, pointed metal blade used for digging. He used a spade to dig a hole in the garden. This means he used a tool with a sharp edge to dig into the ground. She carried a spade to plant the flowers. This means she brought a digging tool to put flowers in the ground. A spade is also a suit in a deck of cards. This means one of the 4 categories in a card game is called spades. The next word is spark. Spark means a small fiery particle that comes from something burning, or it can also mean the beginning of something. The spark from the fire started a small blaze. This means the tiny piece of fire caused a bigger fire. Her words sparked a lively discussion. This means what she said started a conversation or debate. The idea for the project was sparked by a simple question. This means the project began because of a question that made people think. The next word is specimen. Specimen means an example or sample of something, especially for study or examination. The scientists collected a specimen of the plant for research. This means the scientists took a sample of the plant to study it. The museum displayed a rare specimen of an ancient artifact. This means the museum showed a unique example of an old object for people to see. He presented a specimen of the mineral to the class. This means he showed a sample of the mineral to the students. The next word is spending. Spending means the act of using money to buy things or pay for services. Her spending on clothes is higher than expected. This means she spends more money on clothes than was planned. The government reduced spending on education last year. This means the government cut down the money used for education. His spending habits are more careful since he started budgeting. This means he uses money more wisely since he began planning his expenses. The next word is spite. Spite means a desire to hurt, annoy, or offend someone, often out of anger. He said it in spite of her feelings. This means he said something that could hurt her on purpose because he was angry. She did it out of spite to make him feel bad. This means she did something to upset him because she was angry. He ignored the comment in spite of his frustration. This means he chose not to react to the comment even though it made him upset. The next word is splendor. Splendor means magnificent and impressive beauty or appearance. The palace was known for its splendor and grandeur. This means the palace was famous for its beautiful and impressive look. The splendor of the sunset took everyone's breath away. This means the beauty of the sunset was so amazing it left everyone amazed. They marveled at the splendor of the mountain view. This means they were in awe of the beautiful view of the mountains. The next word is spotlight. Spotlight means a strong light used to highlight a particular area or attention given to someone or something. The singer stepped into the spotlight during the concert. This means the singer walked into the center of attention on stage. She loves being in the spotlight and receiving praise. This means she enjoys having attention and being admired by others. The athlete was in the spotlight after winning the gold medal. This means the athlete became the focus of attention after winning. The next word is spouse. Spouse means a husband or wife. She is married to her spouse who works as a doctor. This means she is married to her husband who is a doctor. They celebrated their anniversary with their spouses. This means they celebrated the special day with their husbands or wives. His spouse is planning a surprise party for him. This means his wife or husband is organizing a surprise celebration for him. The next word is squad. Squad means a small group of people working together or a team. The squad worked together to finish the project on time. This means the group of people worked together to complete the task. The soccer squad trained hard for the upcoming match. This means the team of soccer players practiced a lot for their next game. They formed a squad to help organize the event. This means they created a small team to assist in organizing the event. The next word is stance. Stance means a way of standing or a particular position or attitude on an issue. His stance on climate change is very clear. This means his opinion or position on climate change is well known. She adopted a defensive stance during the debate. This means she took a position to protect herself or argue against others during the discussion. The athlete's stance before serving in tennis was strong and balanced. This means the athlete's way of standing before hitting the ball was firm and steady. The next word is standpoint. Standpoint means a particular way of looking at or thinking about something. From a financial standpoint, the investment is a good idea. This means if you consider the financial perspective, the investment seems wise. Her standpoint on education is that it should be accessible to all. This means her opinion is that everyone should have the right to education. The standpoint of the teacher was to encourage creativity in students. This means the teacher's position or view was to promote creativity in students. The next word is stardom. Stardom means the state of being a famous and successful celebrity, especially in entertainment. He reached stardom after his role in the blockbuster movie. This means he became a very famous actor after starring in a successful film. She dreamed of achieving stardom as a singer. This means she hoped to become very famous as a singer. The actor's stardom made him a household name. This means the actor became so famous that everyone knew his name. The next word is starvation. Starvation means suffering or dying due to a lack of food. The people in the war zone faced starvation due to a lack of supplies. This means the people suffered from extreme hunger because they did not have enough food. Starvation is a serious issue in many parts of the world. This means hunger and the lack of food cause serious problems in many countries. He survived the harsh conditions but nearly faced starvation. This means he almost died from not having enough food in tough circumstances. The next word is stimulus. Stimulus means something that encourages or causes an action or response. The government provided a financial stimulus to help businesses recover. This means the government gave money to businesses to help them get back on track. Exercise is a good stimulus for improving mental health. This means physical activity can encourage or improve your mental well-being. The teacher used a stimulus to get the students to think more deeply. This means the teacher used something like a question or idea to make the students think harder. The next word is stitch. Stitch means a loop of thread or fabric used in sewing or the act of sewing. She had to get stitches after cutting her hand. This means she needed to have her hands sewn together because of a cut. He made a stitch to fix the tear in his shirt. This means he sewed the fabric to repair the hole in his shirt. The nurse carefully removed the stitches after the wound healed. This means the nurse took out the threads after the injury got better. The next word is strand. Strand means a single length of something like thread or hair or a part of something larger. He found a strand of hair on his pillow. This means he found a single piece of hair on his pillow. The ship was stranded on a small strand of land. This means the ship was stuck on a small piece of land, unable to move. She untangled the strand of rope to use for the knot. This means she separated a single piece of rope from a larger bundle to make a knot. The next word is strap. Strap means a long, narrow piece of material, often used to fasten or secure something. She used a strap to tie her bag to the bicycle. This means she used a narrow piece of material to secure her bag to the bike. The suitcase has a strong strap to keep it closed. This means the suitcase has a durable piece of material used to keep it shut. He adjusted the strap on his backpack for comfort. This means he changed the length of the narrow piece of material on his bag to make it fit better. The next word is stubbornness. Stubbornness means the quality of being determined to do something in a way that is difficult to change, even when it may not be the best choice. Her stubbornness prevented her from accepting advice. This means she refused to listen to suggestions because she was set on her own way. His stubbornness caused problems in his relationships. This means his refusal to change his mind made things difficult with others. Despite his stubbornness, he eventually agreed to the plan. This means even though he was initially resistant, he finally agreed to the idea. The next word is stupidity. Stupidity means the quality of being foolish or lacking good judgment. It was pure stupidity to ignore the warning signs. This means it was foolish to not pay attention to the signs that something was wrong. His decision to skip school was an act of stupidity. This means his choice to not attend school was a foolish one. She regretted her stupidity in not studying for the exam. This means she felt bad for being foolish by not preparing for the test. The next word is sufferer. Sufferer means a person who is experiencing pain, distress, or hardship. The sufferer was in need of medical help after the accident. This means the person who was hurt needed treatment after the accident. The group of sufferers received support from the community. This means the people who were experiencing difficulty got help from others. She was a sufferer of a rare illness that needed special care. This means she had a rare disease that required special attention. The next word is superiority. Superiority means the state of being better or more powerful than others. He felt a sense of superiority after winning the competition. This means he felt that he was better than others because he won. The company's superiority in technology made them the leader in the market. This means the company was better than its competitors in terms of technology. She showed a hint of superiority when talking about her achievements. This means she acted as though she was better than others while discussing her success. The next word is supplement. Supplement means something added to improve or complete something else. She took a vitamin supplement every morning. This means she added a vitamin to her diet to improve her health. The book serves as a supplement to the main textbook for the course. This means the book is an extra resource that helps explain the main textbook. He bought a protein supplement to support his fitness goals. This means he bought extra protein to help him achieve his fitness objectives. The next word is surplus. Surplus means an amount that is more than what is needed or used. The company had a surplus of materials after the project was completed. This means the company had extra materials left over after finishing the task. There was a surplus of food after the event, so they donated it. This means there was more food than needed, and the extra was given away. The store is offering discounts on surplus items. This means the store is selling extra products at lower prices. The next word is suspense. Suspense means a feeling of excitement or anxiety about what will happen next in a story or situation. The movie kept me on the edge of my seat with its suspense. This means the movie made me feel excited and nervous because I didn't know what would happen next. The suspense in the novel grew as the mystery deepened. This means the feeling of excitement and uncertainty in the book increased as the story became more mysterious. The suspense before the announcement was unbearable. This means the feeling of nervousness and anticipation before the news was too much to handle. The next word is sustainability. Sustainability means the ability to maintain or support something over the long term without harming the environment or depleting resources. The company is focused on sustainability in its production processes. This means the company aims to produce goods in a way that does not harm the environment and can continue for a long time. Sustainability is key to protecting the planet for future generations. This means ensuring that resources are used wisely and can continue to be available in the future is important for the Earth. Many countries are now investing in sustainability practices to reduce waste. This means a lot of nations are working to create long-term solutions that minimize waste and harm. The next word is syllabus. Syllabus means a document that outlines the subjects or topics to be taught in a course or class. The teacher handed out the syllabus at the beginning of the semester. This means the teacher gave the document that listed all the subjects to be covered in the class. The syllabus for the history course includes several important themes. This means the list of topics for the history class includes key ideas and subjects. We reviewed the syllabus to prepare for the final exam. This means we looked over the list of topics to understand what we needed to study for the test. The next word is synonym. Synonym means a word that has the same or nearly the same meaning as another word. Happy is a synonym for joyful. This means the word joyful has a similar meaning to happy. Big and large are synonyms that describe something of great size. This means the words big and large have similar meanings, both referring to something large. A synonym for quick is fast. This means the word fast has a similar meaning to quick. The next word is tact. Tact means the ability to deal with difficult situations or people in a sensitive and polite way. She showed great tact when handling the complaint. This means she dealt with the complaint in a careful and polite manner. His tact helped him avoid any misunderstandings during the meeting. This means his skill in handling situations carefully kept the meeting from having problems. It takes tact to give someone constructive criticism without offending them. This means it requires skill to offer helpful advice without upsetting the person. The next word is talks. Talks means discussions or meetings, often between two or more parties to reach an agreement or decision. The leaders are having talks to resolve the conflict. This means the leaders are having discussions to find a solution to the disagreement. There were several talks between the two companies before they signed the contract. This means there were multiple discussions between the companies before they agreed to the deal. The peace talks are scheduled for next week. This means the discussions aimed at finding peace will take place next week. The next word is taxpayer. Taxpayer means a person or business that pays taxes to the government. Every taxpayer contributes to the country's public services. This means each person or business that pays taxes helps fund services like healthcare and education. Taxpayers are responsible for funding infrastructure projects. This means the people who pay taxes help finance the building of roads, bridges, and other public works. The government uses taxpayer money to improve public services. This means the government spends the money it receives from taxpayers to enhance things like schools and hospitals. The next word is tenant. Tenant means a person who rents or leases a property from a landlord. The tenant signed a 1-year lease for the apartment. This means the person who rents the apartment agreed to a contract for 1 year. The tenants in the building had to pay rent every month. This means the people who rented the apartments in the building were required to pay rent regularly. The landlord raised the rent for the tenants. This means the person who owned the property increased the amount of money the renters had to pay. The next word is tenderness. Tenderness means the quality of being gentle, kind, or caring. She showed tenderness when she cared for the injured animal. This means she was gentle and kind while looking after the hurt animal. His tenderness toward children made him a great teacher. This means his kindness and gentleness with children made him very good at teaching them. The mother's tenderness was evident as she comforted her child. This means the mother's gentle care was clear when she helped her child feel better. The next word is thinker. Thinker means a person who thinks deeply or is involved in intellectual activities. He is considered a great thinker in the field of philosophy. This means he is known for his deep and thoughtful ideas in philosophy. As a thinker, she enjoys solving complex problems. This means she likes to use her mind to understand and find solutions to difficult issues. The thinker questioned many of the established ideas in science. This means the person who thinks deeply challenged many traditional scientific beliefs. The next word is thread. Thread means a long, thin piece of material, often used for sewing. She used a needle and thread to repair the shirt. This means she used a small piece of material to sew the shirt back together. The thread got tangled in the sewing machine. This means the long, thin material became knotted while being used in the sewing machine. He pulled the thread through the fabric to finish the stitch. This means he moved the long piece of material through the fabric to complete the sewing. The next word is threshold. Threshold means the point or level at which something begins or changes. The company reached a threshold of 1,000 sales last month. This means the company achieved the point where they sold 1,000 items last month. The noise level exceeded the threshold for safety in the workplace. This means the noise became too loud and reached a dangerous level at work. She crossed the threshold of the house and entered the living room. This means she stepped into the house from outside, entering the main area.